Where are we today, Phil?
Just below Fort Stamford. To my right, none of this was here, all these trees were gone. You would see an earth fort on top of a hill. Started in late 1642, completed in early 1643 and named for the Earl of Stamford, a gouty old general who was not a very good commander who came to Plymouth.
We mustn't confuse it with Fort Stamford today, must we?
Not at all. That was levelled in the 1860s. The top of the hill was taken off and every vestige of it was gone.
Same name, more or less same place?
Same place, similar place, not as big. The new Fort Stamford is massive. It's got a big ditch around it. The original Fort Stamford had an army camp there, a small camp for about 100-150 men maximum. A few cannon, and to keep it, protect it from a flanking attack, the Roundheads, the parliamentarians, built breastworks on either side. Today, one of those breastworks is through the allotments to the left of Fort Stamford.
Tapson
Drive, above that, just above that, and through a field to the right, leading down towards Jenny Cliff Cafe. If you were stood here in 1643, in October, you wake up in the morning, if you were a Roundhead soldier, you'd look out over the wall and you would see a line of earthworks thrown up at night by the Royalists who decided to cut off this fort.
So we're looking more or less where I'm looking?
Yep, this would have been the Royalist earthworks with cannons coming up. They didn't have the cannons on the early days. They brought them up from Plymouth. They had to drag them up from the hill.
So this would have appeared overnight?
Overnight. Yeah, they threw up a rough earthwork and you can still see part of their line in that field, their left flank. They eventually brought up cannon, and for 7 days and nights they tried to take Fort Stamford. Vicious fighting. For some reason, the town of Plymouth did not reinforce Fort Stamford or evacuate it. They left it on its own. And I think the reason for that was because Prince Maurice was bringing a massive army of 10,000 men down from Dartmouth to besiege Plymouth. So this was a sideshow for both sides. But they wanted to capture it. The Royalists wanted to capture Fort Stamford.
So we're really standing on a battlefield here, aren't we?
Yep.
This is it here.
Up there to the right. They would fire across at each other with the cannons and muskets, and they would move forward. There was hand-to-hand fighting, vicious hand-to-hand fighting. There was a small earthwork to the left of the main work, which changed hands about 3 or 4 times.
So this would not have been a healthy place to stand, would it?
Not at all. Not if you don't like cannonballs.
What about the landscape going across there to Stadden? Did much happen across there?
No, not this area. It's a sort of backwater for most fighting. And there were raids around Plymstock. There's nothing there. There is nothing there really for us to be involved with the Civil War. There's just not enough for it. I mean, most of it was north of Plymouth. Most of the fighting was concentrated north of Plymouth, around Plympton. Like I said, this was a sideshow. And once Fort Stamford fell, in November the 6th, I think it was, 1643, the Roundheads, the Royalists, they flattened the work, they put some cannon around, the surviving Roundheads surrendered, 36 of them. Those who didn't managed to flee down to Mountbatten Peninsula, where we were earlier, and then brought back over to Plymouth. But nothing happened here then for about 2 years, until February 1645, when Sir Richard Grenville decided to reopen this fort to keep an eye on Plymouth, a closer eye on Plymouth, maybe make some raids. So what happened? 300 Royalist troops under Sir Henry Champernoun, Colonel Henry Champernoun, occupied the site, rebuilt the fort. The men in Plymouth saw what was happening. They decided, this can't be happening, we should stop this. So they sent over a body of soldiers, about 300 or 400, and attacked the fort on February the 18th, 1645. They overran the fort within minutes. The Royalists just went. We captured nearly over 100 prisoners were captured here, and then we flattened the fort. But we built an earthwork, a trench down by Mountbatten to keep an eye on the area, because we don't want this happening again. So they kept a permanent garrison then on Mountbatten Peninsula, what is now Mountbatten.
That area you said with the earthwork is just down by the cafe, isn't it?
By Jenny Cliff Cafe, over to the right. Yes.
There. So it's just sort of there behind the for that.
When all the vegetation is gone, you can see it. You can just see a faint line, and I did actually find clay pipe bowls in there when I walked through it.
You said earlier there was some more evidence in Plymouth regarding an item being found in the field.
Yeah.
And
Over
I think
on
we can see the field from here.
Burrow Hill.
Let's have a look, Phil. There it is. You can just see the war
Yeah.
memorial.
It's
What happened there, Phil?
well, there was a cannon stuck in the ground for centuries, and nobody knew where it was from, and cows were using it as a scratch post. So eventually, when somebody dug it out, it was a Civil War cannon. So they put it up there as a monument on Burrow Hill, which I believe was a Royalist lookout point. Burrow Hill.
I think
It's the highest point in
cannon's
Plymouth.
split in half, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rusted. It's where it's gone. It's been in the soil for centuries, but the top half is still there, visible.
Again, no excavations ever been done here.
No, people have
archaeology.
found cannonballs and musket balls in the allotments to the left, where I said I believe the flank work was the half moon work that defended Fort Stamford's left flank, and where vicious fighting took place, and it changed hands a few times. So yeah, musket balls, cannonballs.
Once again, Phil, thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.